Hello there. Welcome back to the Adorable Knits Knitting Podcast. My name is Dorothy. I'm the face and designer behind Adorable Knits. I live in Antwerp, Belgium, with my wonderful husband and our two little girls, Renée and Gabriella. And we also have two cats, two new cats, because we had to say goodbye to our old two cats in November, which was hard. We were all heartbroken. That's part of the deal when you have furry friends, I guess, but it's always hard. But now we have two new cats, Snickers and Max, and they're the cutest and just full of energy and love to attack my yarn and, well, cats. It has been a long time since I made my last episode. This time a really long time. I think it has been 7 months now since I made my last episode. This is the 9th, but the first of this year. And I plan to make more of these this time. It's just hard for me as it always takes so much time to make them, and I have to prepare everything and then find the time to make them. And there are just so many hours in a day, so I have to make it work. But I decided let's just see it as a New Year's resolution, maybe, although I don't really do those, but maybe this will work. I thought about it a lot during my Christmas break too, and I think this is really maybe the best platform for me to take you along with me behind the scenes and talk a bit more in depth about my patterns and the things I'm working on and new ideas and just, the Adorable Knits world, maybe, I don't know. And I feel like the other platforms like Instagram and now TikTok, because I started TikTok too. I feel too old for that one, but I'm gonna give it a try. But those platforms are more like fast food, maybe. It all just goes so quickly and it's like, little fragments that I can share, and I always do like I give a lot of explanation in the captions and things, but I don't think that many people maybe read those. I don't know. So here I can take my time and talk about my designs and about the construction and how I got the idea, where do I find my inspiration, all those things. So my goal is to make 1 or 2 knitting podcasts each month, and I will try to make them shorter than before, like half an hour maybe, but can't promise anything. We'll see how much I will talk. So yeah, that's the idea. 1 or 2, let's try this. And I also shared a post on Instagram last week in which I asked if you would be interested in seeing more of me here and just, talk about everything I'm working on. And I received so many lovely messages of you. So thank you to everyone who reached out to me and who took the time to share their thoughts with me. So this means a lot. This means a lot to me. This can be a very lonely job sometimes. So it's always so wonderful to see how warm that this knitting community is. So yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna skip the last 7 months. I don't think it would be it would just take too much time to go through all the things I made. So I was thinking maybe making like what I designed in 2024. Like a lot of knitters make what I knitted in 2024. So maybe if you would like to see that, just let me know, and then maybe I'll make one of those. My hair, it's just going all over the place. Sorry. This is the short hair. It does what it likes to do. I was thinking of starting with a couple of FOs and then continue with the whips. That sounds like a plan. So my first FO, if you have been following me here or on Instagram, doesn't matter, you might remember my Nemesis design, aka the Gloria Sweater. this design, well, this design has been with me for over 3 years, I think, something like that. I've made more samples than I can remember, but I'm happy to share that I finally finished it and that I released the pattern. So yeah, I'll show it to you. I'm super happy with it. I'll show you my 2 samples, and I will probably add like or decide like a B-roll to show you where I'm wearing it. So, Gloria. Oh, it happened. I did it. So, Gloria is an all-over textured raglan construction. So you start at the top, it's worked top down. You start at the top with the collar, it's folded collar in twisted rib, and then you work some German short rows at the start of the yoke to shape shoulders and neckline, and then you continue, you make the yoke and then the body, and then it's an all-over textured beauty. I'm so happy with all the little details. So all the ribbing is in twisted rib, and the rest is just texture, texture, texture. Oh, it's so nice. So I have 2 samples. This one was made with hand-dyed yarn from Artemis. It's the color rose gold. Yeah, and it's maybe Suri Lace, I think. I will add everything in the description box below, all the details. And I held it together with Como from Lamana. Also the color, you can find it down in the description box. So this is like a very, it's perfect for spring, I think, you know, the happy colors and everything. And then I have a second sample, which was made by my wonderful sample knitter, Sophie. Thank you, Sophie. And this is just, oh, it's the most beautiful color ever. Look at it. It's ruby. So when I saw the Como Cashmere from Lamana in this color, I was obsessed. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's like this deep, intense, rich, perfect color. So this is Como Cashmere and Premia held together. So yeah, so happy with this one. There's also a modification option in the pattern with which you can add some decreases to shape the body to have a more tapered fit. And the pattern is available in my webshop and on Ravelry in English and in Dutch. For now, I will not translate it to more languages because it's a pretty big pattern. So, well, the cost of doing that is pretty high. So for now, it's just in English and in Dutch, and we'll see what the future brings. So this was my Gloria, my beautiful, glorious Gloria. And because I have been working on that one for so long, I guess the texture and all the details didn't have any secrets anymore for me. So I decided to make another Gloria design pretty spontaneously. It's my Gloria Vest, and the details at the side and all the details just are exactly how I want them to be. I'm so happy with this one. So this was a spontaneous design that just followed automatically after working so long on the Gloria Sweater. So it all started as one very, very big pattern. And then I launched the test knit, and I selected test knitters for both versions, because I forgot to mention that there are 2 versions. You have the O-neck and the V-neck. Sorry for the chaos. As mentioned, I have to get used to talking about my knits again. So initially I launched one big test knit for both versions, because I also wanted to make one big pattern with both versions. But it quickly became clear that it was just too much information to put all into one pattern. So after talking with my wonderful team of test knitters, I decided to make two patterns, to separate it, because a couple of the test knitters felt overwhelmed. And that's really the last thing I want to, I want to see when people are knitting my patterns. It has to be just like a lovely experience and not give you stress. So yeah, that's what I did. And now I'm happy that I did it. So I made two separate patterns. And of course, they both have a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences. And that's why I decided to separate them, to split them up. Is it separate or split? Doesn't matter. And both versions include all the charts you need. And there are a lot of charts. Each size has all the charts that size needs. But if you do want to make both versions, you'll be able to buy them at a discount. So in my webshop, I made like a bundle. So you have the two patterns in one PDF file. And then on Ravelry, when you would buy the two, you will automatically get a discount. So yeah, that's how it works. I thought that was probably the most fair way to do this. So yeah. And both patterns are now available in my webshop and on Ravelry in English and in Dutch. And same with as with the Gloria Sweater, I'm not going to translate them at this point. I will see what the future brings, but the cost for the tech edit and just everything was high enough. So yeah, you have to make choices. That's reality. So I have a third sample. This is the same color. This one is Slate. So first, I used Puno Fine from MAJO Garn. You know I love MAJO. So, and this is the perfect yarn for this vest, I think. So the green one is made in Artichoke. This one is Slate. And this one is color Natural. And then the pattern also includes to make the hem with splits or without. And it's just such a lovely detailed little vest. I love it. And again, I really want to thank my team of test knitters for this one, because it was a hard one. And they were so supportive during the test knits. Not that there were too many mistakes in that, but it was just because it was so big that some knitters felt lost and overwhelmed, as mentioned. So, but they were so supportive, and there was like a very warm and just lovely atmosphere in the group. So thank you again. So yes, and after all the texture, I was in need of some just easygoing, mindless stockinette. So I was feeling the vest vibe, and I thought maybe I should just like design another vest or something, and that's what I did. So here you have the Heartwarmer vest. It's just a very, very easy, mindless knit. And it's on needles 5mm, so it just flies off your needles. And I have two samples. I made both of my samples, I think, in less than 1 week. So this is it. And then with little details at the shoulder. You can see. And I used lamb's wool and mohair luxe from Lang Yarns, which they kindly gifted me. And I wanted to use the lamb's wool for, well, since the first time I saw it and felt it, and it's such a stunning yarn. It's beautiful. And then with the mohair but the fabric it creates is, wow, it's just, and I know it's an expensive yarn, the lamb's wool, but it's so, so, so worth it. It's a gorgeous yarn. You should try it. And for a vest, you don't have the sleeves and everything. It's just it's the vest. You can try it. So the test knit is now going since I think 2 weeks or something. And the pattern will be released at the end of this month, so on the 28th of February. So looking forward to that. And a couple of my test knitters are making a sample in a burgundy color, and now I need one too, so I'm gonna make another one in burgundy. Because I have been living in those two vests. They're so comfy and just, it's like your perfect everyday basic vest that you need. You need it. That's all I can say. So yeah, that's that. Do I have to say anything else? Maybe about the construction? I can talk about the construction. So you start with the back panel, where you work increases in every row, and then you pick up stitches for the right shoulder, work some German short rows, then work the left. Then you work the left front with increases to shape the neckline. Then you do the same for the right side, and then you join the right and left front, work the left front, make some increases for armholes, then connect or join the front and back, and continue in the round until you're at the hem, and then you work the hem with splits. That's it. So easy, so mindless. Oh, it's perfect. Yep, I love it. Oh, and then, but I don't have the sample with me because my husband is wearing it. I made my very first design, a sweater design for men, and I'm super happy with it, and so is my husband. It's his new favorite sweater, so that makes me happy. It's a super basic. I will add some B-roll here. A basic top-down stockinette raglan construction, similar to the Grace sweater for women, but with a couple of, well, the details are different, but you also work a folded neck collar, then work German short rows to shape the back and the shoulders and the neckline, work increases for the yoke, and then just easy mindless stockinetting around. So it's a quick knit too, actually. And I used Loch Lomond from Basic Garn, and it was the first time I used it, but man, I love it. Wow, it's such a gorgeous yarn, and it's like rustic without being too rustic, if you know what I mean. It's still very soft to the skin, and when you block it, it becomes so soft. I really love it, and it has like a bit of tweedy specks in it, and I think it's the perfect yarn for this sweater. That's all I can say about it. So yeah, highly recommend. And that one is also in test knit, so there will be a lot of happy husbands, because the group is all women who are making sweaters for their husbands or partners or sons or nephews or whatever. So a lot of happy men the coming weeks and months. And the pattern will be released in early March. Yep, that's it. So that's nice. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's all for like recent finished objects. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so next one, the things I'm working on. My new gorgeous bag from Mood, the Saturn XL in the, what's the color called? Rich brown. Oh, wow. I love it. Look. It's so pretty. I use it every day now. Thank you, Mood. So what I'm working on now is another vest. Told you, I'm feeling all the vest feelings. I'm in my vest era. So yeah, it's a bit of It's a ginger vest. I had this idea last year actually, but then me being me, worked on too many things at the same time, and then well, the right time kind of, how you say that, passed by. It wasn't the time for me to work on it anymore, so I postponed it, and now I'm working on it again. So little details, can you see? I like it already. And then like a nice edge. This will be like a vest with dies at the side. So I still did like some increases, decreases. So you start here at bottom of the back panel, and you work your way up with some increases and decreases, and then you have to put stitches on hold, bind off some stitches, and then work the shoulders separately, and then join them back at the front, and then reverse. Just do the same thing as you did on the back panel. And now I'm working, which I always do, I'm working the neck first, which will have folded neck in double twisted rib, because I think it will be a bit more tight, which I want. So we'll share soon. This is what I'm doing now, and it's the only thing I'm working on at this point. I'm using this combo. So it's honey alpaca and pearl mohair from MAJO again. I'm gonna drink it. I think I need to take off my sweater. Yeah. So this combo, and it's lovely. It's the first time I'm using the honey alpaca, and I'm so happy. Yeah, it's perfect. I think the drape is nice. It's just, but it's the same with all yarn from MAJO. It's just, I don't think there's a yarn that I don't like from MAJO. Sorry, I'm gonna take this off because I'm way too warm. It's all the talking. So yeah, that's better. And also, wait, have I said everything? So no, I don't think I have to say anything about it. I'm gonna finish that sample. I'm gonna make another one. Still have to choose the color, but I want to finish that one first to see if the yarn amount is correct. And then, that's new. That's right. I actually kind of organized a new kel, the ginger kel, to push me into picking up the design of the ginger vest, so that I can join the knitters who are working on their ginger projects, and then I'm working on the new ginger, so we're all working on ginger. But then I'm not working on an old ginger, and I still produce something new, if that makes sense. Well, doesn't matter. So I did that, and I launched the kel in January. I think it's still running, so you can still join. Basically, it means that you can make any ginger design, and I have a few. So check it out. I have the sweater. Oh, I will talk about this one in a sec. The sweater, the junior sweater, a hat, a shawl, a scarf, mittens, and neck. Is that it? I think that's it. That's a lot already, right? And then soon a vest. And you can join at any time. It runs until March 10, the 10th of March. And then I will select a winner between everyone who shared a post using the adorable Ginger Kel 2025 hashtag. And then you can win a prize, and it's a good one because it's a gift card for €100 for MAJO. So you can get your hands on beautiful yarn. And this one is my new ginger sweater, and it's my new favorite sweater. I love it. I just love it. This is my ginger 2.0. How do you say that? What does matter? I decided to give my ginger sweater a big update. So I launched this pattern in December 2022, and it's by far one of my most popular designs, but it's also one of my older designs, I guess. So I've learned so much these last 2 years that I decided I had to revisit the pattern, add more sizes, and just, lift it up to my current designing standards, I guess. So that's what I did. So as mentioned, I added more sizes, so it's now available in nine sizes, as all my new patterns are. I changed the yoke depth, so it's now a compound raglan construction. Yeah, it's not. This one was not easy to braid because it's an all-over cabled pattern with a repeat of 11 stitches. So it's, yeah, it was hard, and I really wanted to continue in the body, but I did it. I managed, and then I changed the sleeve circs. Maybe you can see, but this cable, that's the 6-stitch cable of the pattern, and then you have these cables. Can you see? So those are 4-stitch cables, and this was just like a sneaky way of reducing the sleeve circ. So that's what I did, and it works because you can tell, but you can't tell, so it works. And then I just rewrote the entire pattern so that it's just up to date with my current writing style, I guess. So yeah, and I changed the German short row section a bit. Well, it's like a new pattern. It's the same, but it's much better. And yeah, super proud of this one. And as mentioned, I'm just living in it. I love it. And this one is also in the Puno Fine from MAJO. A lot of MAJO. You can tell I love it, right? So yeah, and then, by the way, I will do this, the updating, revisiting old patterns with all my old patterns. And the first on the list is, are the Renee sweater and cardigan. And I was already working on the cardigan, but I'm at a point where I'm a bit frustrated, so I decided to first do the sweater now and then continue with the cardigan. But that's something that takes a lot of time because I really want to do this like thoroughly, and not just like something I can take on top of everything, which I have to do really, but I have to make the time it needs to make it better. So it will take the time it needs. So what's coming up? At the end of this month, it's the release of the Heartwarmer vest. And I will also launch the test knit for the ginger vest, maybe at the end of this month, if not beginning of March. The Joe sweater. Did I mention the name of the sweater for men? I don't think so. It's the Joe sweater, named after my wonderful husband. That one will be released in March, and I will start working on the Gloria V-neck. A lot of you are waiting on that one, so I will pick it up again. It won't be raglan, it will be drop shoulder construction. So yeah, that's on the agenda, and I'm going to use Lamana Como. It's Como Cashmere again. and hand-dyed baby Suri Lace from Artemis again in the color Vestal. It's so beautiful. So that's that. And then I also decided to make a Grace tee. That will probably be my only like real summer design. A Grace tee with a V-neck. And I decided on the colors yesterday, but I can't share anything about it yet because it still has to be dyed up, and it's a new color, so I'm pretty excited about that one, but I will talk about it when the yarn arrives. So that's that. And I have so many plans for this year. I actually made like a schedule for each month for the entire year to keep me structured and focused, and so all the designs for this year are planned, but I decided I will talk about them when I'm working on them. So I won't talk about future designs with exception of this one, because that one will be for later this year. So yeah, that's the plan, and then that way I always have hopefully something new to talk about when I make these little videos. Anything else? So I gave myself a couple of gifts in the last month. So it's not just this last month, but like over the last 3 to 4 months, maybe, because the thing is, I don't really give myself a lot of gifts because everything I earn with my beloved Adorable Knits goes right back into my beloved Adorable Knits. So we all know, or I hope we know, that you don't get rich from being a knitwear designer. It's a lot of work, it's hard work, and yeah, you have to sell many patterns to make it work, and I hope that it will work in my case. I'm working very hard, and my business is growing, so I'm not complaining, but there's still a long way to go. So thank you to everyone who is supporting me and buying my patterns and making my dream come true. Really much appreciated here, because it's not easy, but I love it. I've never been happier. I've never felt more accomplished. And I just want to keep doing what I love. So let's try. But I'll show you my little gifts. So I think the first one that I bought was so Wool & Twine launched like limited collection, I don't know, of her beautiful black yarn. It's the obsidian color. So what is this? This is Shetland and Welsh Mountain. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it perfectly. And I'm going to pair it with this one. So Knitting for Olive, and the color is Brown Bear. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. And this one I actually bought with a specific project in mind. So it's a gift and it's a future project already, so that's okay, right? I'm gonna use it for a Twisted Twines vest. Told you I was in my vest era. But it won't be for now. I will work on it at the end of summer, I think. I will have to check my planning. But it's for later. Yeah, for next fall and winter, probably. So that's going to be so beautiful, I think. And then, and now we're at the real gifts section, I guess. So I bought, which one did I buy first? I think I bought this one first. So I bought a Tweety from, can you see the little specks? Oh, so cute. From Artichoke Fibers. I saw this, and they did like a Black Friday sale. And I bought a sweater quantity of this color because it's so beautiful. And I actually started a Charlotte sweater with this, but just held single. But now I think it needs an extra strand of mohair. So I will frog it and use it for something else. Oh, look. Look how beautiful. Voilà. So nice. And then I bought that one, but I was in doubt about colors. And I think like half an hour later, I decided to get another color of the same yarn. Look, it has like all these little beautiful. So this one is the black color of the tweedy, and I'm going to pair it with black lace from Lamana. Don't know for what project, but that doesn't matter. And then finally, I bought some Noro Madara. Is it color 1? Yeah, this one had been on my radar for a long time. So I bought a sweater quantity of this one too. I love it. We'll see. Sometimes you just have to buy something for yourself. In my case, sweater quantities of yarn. I'm so happy. Okay. I think that was all. Yeah. I'm going to talk too long. I was going to do like a half an hour, but I think I'm way past that. So that's it for now. I will do my best to make these videos once or twice each month. That's the plan. Let's see where this will take us. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I don't know, what are you working on? What would you like to see here? Yeah, those things doesn't matter. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I hope you are working on things that make you happy. That's it. Happy knitting.